All right, guys. I got a chance to watch the whole game. There's a lot of good things, a few bad things, that happens on offense. Defense, not very many bad things at all whatsoever. I became a real big fan of this defense last year when all you guys were ripping them apart, calling them the worst. I mean, some people call this defense complete trash. I mean, these are Cowboy fans also. And I've never thought that. I know the defense have put up some very good performances, especially against the Patriots last year, where the offense didn't show up, and against the Cardinals when the offense didn't show up. So there was a lot of times when the defense has done their job and not getting credit from you guys. But when the defense is messed up, you guys will throw spears and rocks and everything at them all day long. So this was another case where the defense really, really played good, and the offense played okay. All right. Let me start with the defense. I told you guys about Brandon Carr. Again, he caught me by surprise, even when I kind of knew how good he was from his reputation in the league and things of that sort, but I hadn't really watched that many Kansas City Chiefs football games. That's way out of my element right now. But when he came to Dallas and I saw him live and saw how he played and how his tenacity, his just the way he does it, it was just amazing. His dedication to the game, amazing. So we got more than just a player. We got a player, a smart player, a player for Claiborne to look up to. The acquisition of Brandon Carr was absolutely enormous. He's probably one of my favorite players right now on the team, hands down. So he had a fantastic game. He's going to be there all year for us. He's going to be a solid thing. There will not be a reason for any of you to worry about Brandon Carr. Claiborne did very well for his first time out. I'm glad he got this game. I'm glad he got some action against a receiver, Malcolm Floyd. Floyd only runs like a 4.9, so it wasn't that big of a threat for him. So he was someone that someone like Claiborne should be able to handle, and he pretty much handled them well enough to not to stop the passes, but as soon as he got the passes or whatever, he went straight down, and that was a question with Claiborne, his tackling. So the corners, awesome. Safeties, awesome. Barry Church missed a couple tackles. I'm not ready to put Barry Church as the next Ronnie Lott yet. I still remember a lot of stuff last year with Barry Church. So I'm looking at a lot of these live action things because he's killing out there in practice. He's absolutely doing amazing. But I want to see more of Barry Church in live action, in games, do some incredible things, and then I'll jump on the Barry Church as the next Ronnie Lott bandwagon. I'm not quite there yet. As far as linebackers, yeah, as far as Victor Butler, who's with me? Who's ready to see Victor Butler? I mean, seriously, I mean, Spencer. Just think how Pittsburgh Steelers would handle this situation, all right? And I'm going to move on. I'm not going to get into it. Just think how Pittsburgh will handle it. As far as defensive line, Lissamore and Brent, I still need to see more from those two. They did a good job of holding their blocks and things of that sort, but I still want to see more from them because we want to be able to extend ourselves by trading Coleman or Spears. But right now Coleman and Spears, they're men child out there. So the defense, again, 0 points on the starting defense for the preseason. That's as good as you can get, and we all love Brandon Carr. On the offensive side of the ball, contrary again to most of you people out there, I have issues with the offense. Yeah, you look at the paper, whoa, look at all these yards and touchdowns this offense run. But it's highly inconsistent. And consistency is one of the main things. You can have all the stats and numbers all you want in the world. But a successful offense is consistent. Now, one thing our offense did beautifully to my liking is we kept the ball for almost the entire first quarter. I mean, the whole time it was on us. The bad thing about that is we got 3 points for it. And our offense our first team offense has 5 drives and 3 points from those 5 drives. That's not happening for other teams. I'm watching every one of these preseason games. Other elite offenses, other elite quarterbacks, that's not happening for. So it's got to be fixed. This time, the offensive line played so much better than they did last time as far as protecting Tony Romo. He wasn't under that much pressure. There was some plays, like one play, Free got pancaked basically by Sean Phillips. And Sean Phillips put pressure on Romo, but Romo got the ball away. It was an incompletion. Same thing with Tyron. Tyron got just murdered by Melvin Ingram with a spin move. He did that, and then also Tyron got beat by Corey Legit pretty badly. That was a drive killer. You know, when Felix's first play, when they handed the ball off to Felix and Felix got tackled in the backfield, that actually was Corey Legit getting past Tyron Smith and tackling Felix. So our tackles had some problems here and there, but they did solid with the other plays as far as getting protection for Tony Romo. Dockery and McKenzie did well. I mean, they didn't do. I didn't see any glaring mistakes from them. The only glaring mistakes again was 2 from Tyron, 1 from Free getting pancaked, and then of course Arkin had 2 holding penalties, a downfield penalty, and I think it was another downfield penalty on him because they never said who did it. So those mistakes by the offensive line still stopped us from scoring. Tyron's miss on Legit stopped that drive, and then Arkin and the holding and all that kind of stuff stopped our scoring. So our offensive line played better in one aspect, but then in another aspect, as far as penalties and missing on key downs, they didn't do so well. It's just facts. I like that big running back from that big free agent rookie running back, Olawale. I like him. I don't know if he's going to make the team, but I like him. We need a big back. We had Felix playing the goal line back in training camp, and I was like, why is Felix a goal line back? But if we can keep him, I like him. And wide receiver, KO. Excellent job last night. Dwayne Harris, excellent job last night. Cole Beasley played at a game though, but KO and Dwayne Harris, they showed why the coaches have them, you know, as the potential number 3 on this football team, because they played very well and they played very solid last night. So that was my breakdown of the entire game. Cal Orton did very well too. Also, I'm telling you, if anything happens and we have to go with Cal Orton, don't you people worry at all. All right, on to the next one, man. DC and I, we're doing a podcast tonight, and then next week we'll be following these Cowboys. All right, I'll let you.